Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Not Joshua Jackson and Jodie Turner-Smith separating too, Kid 2023. Actually, the extended period of separations each and every other day, somebody is getting separated. And on the off chance that you are figuring their separation may be Serene, you are off base, cuz honey. A ton of stowed-away subtleties are becoming visible about how wound their marriage truly was, from allegations of open union with Joshua betraying her, and how Jodie was certainly not a complice and spouse. You all have a great deal to unload in this present circumstance, so you all better prepare, because this tea is really fiery on account of Josh and Jodie. I can say that everybody was shocked, yet not exactly stunned, about their separation currently. Don't get me wrong. They looked like they had something extraordinary going for them, well, basically from the outside, yet the thing is, many individuals have not precisely been on the side of the marriage. All along, one reason being Jod decided to date and weed a white man, and furthermore the way that surged their relationship was. However, as per sources, the interracial thingy didn't have anything to do with their separation, in light of the fact that the genuine justification for the separation was that Jod was too predominant in the relationship, and it caused Joshua to feel castrated. Now it's not shocking that he would feel as such, on the grounds that individuals have consistently discussed how odd it was that Jod has forever been the one to take the lead in the relationship. For instance, she was the person who took the main action in their relationship. And kid, did she take action. They met, interestingly, at a party in 2018. And they did the terrible that very night, and Jodie herself affirmed this when she went up in the late night show with Seth Meyers, and she said, "When I initially met my better half, we had a casual hookup. We're in a 2-3 casual hookup now. Above all else, I saw him before he saw me, and when I saw him, I resembled I need that, and afterward, when he saw me, I just imagined as I didn't see him." Kid, they didn't get to go on the principal date or any such thing, and yes, you got it. She was the person who started the frightful time and child things moved at the speed of light for them on the ground. Diaz, that by 2019, they were at that point connected with, and Jod was the person who proposed to Joshua on New Year's Eve. We were in Nicaragua. It was extremely lovely, unbelievably heartfelt. We're strolling down the ocean side, and she requested that I wed her. Now, nothing bad can be said about with a lady proposing to a man. However, the thing is, different overviews have shown that ladies, by and large, really like to be proposed to by men, and the equivalent goes for men, like to propose, not to be proposed. D2, in any case, Jod proposing to Joshua was not precisely no joking matter, but rather then individuals felt like she was excessively forward. And what additionally was bizarre is that Joshua wasn't expecting the proposition, and he wasn't prepared. It planned to happen. I didn't have any idea yet. Shit. Was very resolute. Definitely saying your companion was resolute when she proposed presumably isn't the most effective way to show that the marriage was 100% commonly needed on the two sides yet. Turns out that he felt undermined by the way that he wasn't the person who proposed. He alluded to this in a meeting where he said, "I would like the open door to reap or propose to you, and do it the old-fashioned way, down on twisted KN." Indeed, he certainly felt a sort of way. Likewise, get this, toward the beginning of that relationship, sources uncovered that at first Joshua needed nothing serious when they initially met, on the grounds that he believed that it would have been an excursion, and just that he never saw things quitting any funny business between them, since he simply wasn't prepared to be in a serious relationship, and it was really to be expected that responsibility wasn't precisely high on his rundown, since he had recently escaped a 10-year relationship with entertainer Diane Kruger. Everybody felt that they planned to wind up getting hitched. However, that didn't occur, and they wound up parting. He was single for about a year after that, discussing how he needed to zero in on his self-awareness, heal, and a wide range of stuff that individuals say when they say a final farewell to a drawn-out accomplice. Yet when he met Jodie, well, she quickly assumed responsibility for things, and they began dating. Now, before you all get this off-base dislike Jod harassed him, or that she superseded his desires, or any such thing, I feel that she simply has an exceptionally impressive character that was more grounded than his, and he felt like he had no real option except to oblige what she needed. Dead, and he was clearly likewise a lot in love with her. Regardless, he let her assume responsibility for the relationship, and she immediately turned into the prevailing one in the relationship. Yet Joshua isn't so honest, also on the grounds that he was once found deceiving in Brilliant Sunshine while he was still particularly associated with Jod. Back in 2019, everyday mail-delivered photographs and recordings of Josh kissing a secret lady in the parking area. Josh and the lady appear to be lost at the time as they kiss close to their vehicle, And the insane part was that the photographs and recordings were required that very week, as Joshua's birthday's much more confounding was that Jod and Josh were together for his birthday, and they seemed as though they were as yet a couple were they in some kind of open marriage. In any case, that was another occurrence that made individuals say that the marriage was likely not going to keep going long. Likewise, when you hear what Joshua feels about undermining your accomplice, that is simply one more sign that this marriage was a great deal muddled. Joshua, in a real sense, said that cheating ought to be justifiable between couples, he told the Sunday Times. I figure an undertaking can be excused. All of us are adults. Nobody needs to be undermined, and there is a huge fix to be done. Issues aren't about the accomplices. They're about the individual who has violated. It's not simply about the sex. There's a more profound infringement. Youngster, I have close to zero familiarity with you all. However, this is only a radiant warning for me. Well, in any case, Joshua and Jod at last got hitched, and had a girl, yet I think once they got hitched, then things turned out to be genuine for them. At first Jod was pursuing Joshua, and afterwards sort of got drained when they, in the end, turned into a strong couple. Likewise, I feel like the tension of being hitched to a renowned white man additionally added to the breakdown of their marriage. IMF. Ian Jod herself shared during her 2022 Clamor interview, when she said, I think a great deal of it was on the grounds that I was hitched to a white individual, and I was hitched to a white individual who has been in the public eye for a really long time, and has been somebody that the sensationalist newspapers like to discuss. I mean, it resembled in a real sense the most weak time. Well, the marriage is finished, and Jod sought legal separation. The explanation he gave was that she was worn out from being in an undesirable marriage, and that the separation was bound to happen in light of the fact that they had become separated beginning around 2022. However, they were simply offering it one more opportunity. Well, fans had a ton to say regarding this separation, and they left a ton of remarks, saying that from when Joshua humiliated her on late-night television reporting, Jod proposed to him. I saw this approaching, and he certainly gives me F-kid energies. If Joshua had any desire to get hitched, he would have proposed to Jodie. Her proposal to him was superfluous, and she ought to have remained quiet about that proposition news. They truly moved excessively fast and weren't in total agreement about marriage or youngsters, and keeping in mind that individuals were groveling over this couple. The sum total of my thoughts was him fundamentally saying that she compelled him into marriage. I don't see how individuals are so shocked at this marriage finishing off with separation so rapidly, and assuming it comes to Joshua. Well, he is supposedly devastated. A source near him uncovered that he would have wanted to be with God in any case, and in an amazing world, yet since they have arrived at this spot, he must acknowledge it. Joshua isn't excited about it, but as we as a whole realize that life doesn't necessarily, in all cases, figure out the way that you like it to sort out, they likewise added that Joshua is grief-stricken over the looming divorce. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.